Good morning, children. Today I am going to start Module 3 of Lesson Nationalism in India of Class 10th History. And the topic is Towards Civil Disobedience. Now, here, as we have read in the last module, that Mahatma Gandhi withdraw the non-cooperation movement in February 1922 because he realized that the movement is turning violent, where in Gorakhpur the 22 policemen were killed by the people. So he thought the movement which he started with the purpose of non-violent turning into violent, and moreover the satyagrahis are to be trained for the further mass movement. Moreover, many leaders within the Congress were tired of the mass struggle and wanted to participate in provincial council elections according to the Government of India Act 1990. They felt it was important to oppose British policies within the councils, argue for reforms, and demonstrate that these were not truly democratic. Swaraj Party, which was formed by C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru, were interested to participate in the elections, whereas the young leader Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose, they were of radical minded and they wanted complete independence or full independence. Now, during this internal debate and decisions within the Congress, the two factors that shaped Indian politics towards the late 1920s were first, effects of worldwide economic depressions. What happened under this? There was a fall in the agricultural prices, decline in demand of agricultural goods, export decline, peasants found it difficult to sell their harvest and pay their revenues. So there was a turmoil in the countryside in the India. Under these circumstances, the Tory government in Britain, he constituted a commission known as Simon Commission under Sir John Simon. That's why it is called Simon Commission or Indian Statutory Commission. And all the members of this commission were Britishers. Clear? There were total 7 members were there and no Indian was included. So why was it sent to India? The purpose was, the aim was to look into the functioning of the constitutional system in India and to suggest changes. This was the purpose. That's why it was sent to India. But this commission, when it reached India in February 1928 at Bombay, it was greeted with the slogans "Go back Simon" by all the political parties. For example, Congress Party, Hindu Mahasabha, and Muslim League. And the members of this party, this commission, they traveled all over the country to take the opinion of the masses. When they reached in Lahore, where the procession was led by Lala Lajpat Rai, the lion or the Sher of India, Punjab Sher, he was brutally beaten up by the police, and later on he succumbed to his injuries in November 17th, 1928. Now, what happened? The young leader within the Congress, they were not happy. Now, the viceroy at the time in India was Lord Irwin. Just to win over the Congress and the leaders, he announced a vague offer of dominion status of India and a roundtable conference for the constitutional reforms. What does dominion status means? Means we can be dominated by the Britishers. Rule will be of the Britishers, but we will be working under them. But at the time, the Jawaharlal Nehru and a young leader of Subhash Chandra Bose, they were not happy with this. Now they asserted they were not interested. Now the liberals and the moderates, they lost their influence. So these people, radical minded like Jawaharlal Nehru, were they, and within the Indian National Congress, they hold a Lahore session in December 1929. The president was Jawaharlal Nehru. They took the decisions. First one, the decision was demand of Purna Swaraj or complete independence. Means their goal was to gain full independence, not under the Britisher. Second was to celebrate 26 January 1930 as an Independence Day. And the national flag was unfurled. 26 January was celebrated as Independence Day, but we got independence, as you know, on 15th August. So since then, after independence 1947, the 26th January celebrated as a Republic Day. Now what happened when celebrations was going on, but these celebrations, people were not on a large scale, gathering was very less. So Mahatma Gandhi thought to how to make this struggle into a mass movement. Now he thought, why not to correlate this idea, abstract idea of freedom, with everyday life, that through the Salt March or Dandi March, that will be doing the next session. Thank you.